welcome back to, I guess, my YouTube channel. My curls are crazy today, so you'll have to bear with me. Today's one of those days where my self-confidence is low. We're about to get a winter storm. I need to clean the rest of my house, so if you hear my laundry, just my laundry's going and my washer's really loud. But it's like one of those days. I feel like everyone knows what I'm talking about, or maybe it's just a me thing, where you're kind of glum, you're not really loving yourself, there's so much to do, and you just want something cozy. And I was about to make cold brew, because I have a little bit left, and I was like, let's just do a cold brew drink. And I was like, you know what? I've been doing a lot of coffee tutorials, let's do a tea tutorial. So that's what I'm going to do today. I am going to do a London Fog latte. Don't let that name kind of fool you, because it is strictly a tea drink. If you've never had a London Fog, you're missing out. It's one of my favorite go-to drinks when I'm not really in the mood for coffee, but I still want something cozy. So right here is everything you'll need. Screenshot if you need to. And as always, I'm going to have some things behind me. Now this is kind of similar to following a Starbucks dupe, but keep in mind we use our products or products I like to use, so they're not going to be identical to that Starbucks drink you know and love. But it's a fun way to make these drinks at home with stuff you have. You can adjust this drink, you can make it iced, hot, you can make it however you want. That's the fun of these. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to do kind of a grande size, so there's a couple things. Starbucks uses tea bags, and here I sell loose leaf tea, so I'm going to be using loose leaf tea today. I will be using Earl Grey's Anatomy, of course, since we are doing a London Fog, and that is a Earl Grey based tea. Now this is so good, it is high in caffeine, but since we're doing a latte, I like to make my tea a little stronger. So typically for this, you would use 2 teaspoons per 8 ounces of water. I went ahead and did 3 today because I kind of want it stronger, but you can play with those ratios how you want it. Sometimes when you add a cream element, it kind of dulls that flavor, and I want something cozy that's really gonna be good and really, really strong in that flavor. Starbucks, if you go to Starbucks, you usually get 2 tea bags, so that's kind of what inspired me to brew it a little stronger today. This brews for 5 minutes, so you'll want to have this pre-planned. But of course that's not long, but if you want to make this in the morning, this is a great thing to almost make a batch of it or a teapot of it, or make it before you hop in the shower and then it's done by the time you get out. However you want to do it. You can of course flash brew it as well, but I like to give it that full 5 minutes. This is a black tea with orange, blue cornflowers, vanilla, bergamot, and creme, and it's so, so good. And of course, it's also Grey's Anatomy, themed, which is really cute. Now, since we're doing like a quote-unquote grande, we are gonna do the syrup. We're gonna follow that kind of protocol. And with a grande, we usually do 4 pumps of syrup, just like Starbucks. So if you have the pumps, it's 4 pumps, or if you don't, I do about a tablespoon. Usually you would use vanilla, but you guys went crazy when I put all the new releases on the website and you took all my vanilla syrup. I do use skinny syrup because I like to limit my sugar intake. That's a health choice for me personally with my life choices. So I use skinny syrup, which I'm also an affiliate for, and I do sell. But you can use any syrup that you want to use. You don't have to use skinny syrup. You can use Tirani, what is there, Da Vinci. There's all those different flavors that are so good as well. Like I said, you would typically use vanilla, but today we're going to adapt and overcome, and I'm going to use white chocolate. So I'll let you know at the end if it works. But if you want to do a traditional, you'll do 4 pumps of vanilla. We're doing white chocolate. We're getting crazy today. I think I had 6 bottles of vanilla. And the day I posted it, y'all are nuts. And you literally sold me out. And I know that's not a lot, 6 bottles isn't a whole lot, but still, it was something that I was like, wow, I didn't expect to sell it so quickly. So that was really fun. I moved some things around in my office today because I'm kind of doing my coffee bar in my living room. I have a coffee bar in my living room. I have a coffee bar in here. We love coffee in this house. And the coffee bar in the living room is primarily what my husband uses in the morning sometimes when he he sets the pot up, because it's a mini little pot, turns it on in the morning as he gets ready before his early mornings. And so I was trying to make it more functional for him, so I moved actually my canisters, I usually have canisters in here, out there to help him. So I was looking down and I'm like, where I put my canisters is my open skinny syrups, and we need to open some more. So please guys, leave your drink suggestions down below, because I want to open some of these bad boys. I just don't know what I want to make. So I am actually using a different cream today. I went grocery shopping because there's a storm coming. We all got to get our milk and bread. I don't drink milk and I didn't buy bread, but this is what I picked up today. This is the Kroger Simple Truth. Do not sleep on Kroger Simple Truth, especially if you're like me and you have a lot of dietary restrictions. Simple Truth is coming out with such a wide, this sounds like an ad, it's not, but they're coming out with such a wide variety of vegan, lactose-free, meat-free, all these different varieties of food for half the cost. So I picked up this today. It is new. They had 2 flavors. I think the other one was caramel. Caramel is a very common flavor in the vegan creamer kind of community, so I wanted to do something a little more basic, and this is an oat milk sweet cream, so I thought this might be really good to do in the Earl Grey today. So we'll see. I'll let you know how that works. So right now our tea should be just about brewing. I just did water out of my Keurig today and a little tea infuser. If you don't have a tea infuser, I also have a teapot that has an infuser in it. Another great option. Or honestly, if you're like, man, Cheyenne, I don't have that stuff, you can use a cold brew bag, you can use cheesecloth, you can even, spoiler alert guys, just make it in the water and then strain the liquid. I know, but there's a lot of ways to do it if you don't have a tea infuser. If you need a tea infuser, let me know. I have a cabinet full. So this is the one I'm using today. It's actually my husband's. I couldn't find mine and I didn't want to make a whole teapot, but that's my infused tea in there. Not sure if you can see that. So what we're gonna, ooh, it smells so good. So good. We'll see if we can pour this without spilling it. I highly doubt it, but we're just gonna pour it in there. Look at that, ooh, so pretty. And the tea infuser is just to get your tea, of course, leaf-free. So that's what we have right now, our nice Earl Grey tea. We could sip it just like this with our white chocolate delicious syrup in there. For you, you would use vanilla unless you want to use white chocolate. But to make it a London fog, we have to add the fog to the London tea. That is why it's called it, if you don't know, because Earl Grey is a very common tea in the UK. Very common. And most people drink it with cream. And I've always drank tea with cream. I didn't know that was weird until recently. So I'm going to add my sweet cream, and it does have a foam on top. Perfect. And so this is as easy as that, guys. Check that out. That is our Earl Grey, our London fog, with a cream and foam on top. Now you can stir it up, of course, and get that foam broke up, but you guys can see there, it's a nice hot cup of tea today. Should we try it? I haven't tried this sweet cream before either, so we're in for a nice treat. Oh my goodness, guys. This is really good. No, I know I say that every time, but this is really good. That sweet cream, guys, I highly recommend that. It is got like a twinge of sweetness, but it's very creamy. As well as that white chocolate worked so well in here, guys. Oh, this is exactly what I needed today. I really needed something cozy, and this really hits the spot. We're going for a second sip, so you know it's good. Oh yeah, guys. And I do recommend, I am going to stand by my statement of doing that extra tablespoon, or teaspoon, I'm sorry, when brewing the tea, because that strength was really needed with that cream. And it is so good, guys. So cheers. Give this a try. It's super easy. It's just a couple ingredients, and it's a great way to have something cozy on those snow-filled days that you just quite don't want coffee. Curl up, read a book, and have a fantastic day, guys. And let me know in the comments if you gave this a try. Cheers.